Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the special edition of SmackDown, known as New Year's Revolution, here in Richmond, Virginia. It's going to be a massive night here for SmackDown, and the SmackDown General Manager, JBL, is here tonight to address the road to the Royal Rumble, because tonight we have massive matchups from top to bottom, including the massive Gauntlet matchup to determine the number 30th entrant in this year's Royal Rumble. Most of the men in that group are SmackDown superstars, except for one superstar known as the Dead Man, the Undertaker. 6 superstars will be in that Gauntlet matchup. The winner will become the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble match. It doesn't guarantee you victory, but it does give you the best odds to go on to main event WrestleMania. Also, your main event tonight is the Women's Undisputed Tag Team Championships, as it will be Becky Lynch and Asuka defending it up against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Also tonight you got Rated RKO taking on Christian and Rusev, and also JD McDonagh against Sheamus. So much going on, and it seems like we are very close to hearing what your SmackDown General Manager has to say. Certainly got to be very happy with the outcome of this previous weekend at Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver. I would like to thank everyone that has made their way here to Richmond, Virginia, one of the most historic cities and states when it comes to professional wrestling. And now, since we are having our eyes focused on the Royal Rumble, there's a lot of stuff going on, especially that Gauntlet match later on tonight, and you're probably wondering why there's a Raw superstar in that SmackDown Gauntlet matchup. I talked to Triple H, and Triple H said they had to at least give Raw an opportunity at that 30th spot, so Undertaker was added to that match. It will be one superstar from Monday Night Raw, The Undertaker, and 5 other SmackDown superstars in that Gauntlet matchup. Like I've mentioned before on the community page here for WWE, I've mentioned that this is for the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble match. This is a massive, massive moment for a lot of these superstars, especially with some of them not even being former world champions. So massive opportunity for everyone in that match tonight. And one last thing, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate our own SmackDown superstars, especially the ones that picked up massive wins. But one team I have to call out, and that is the Judgment Day. They've had to go through a lot of stuff, but they picked up a massive, actually multiple massive wins this previous weekend in War Games. So congratulations to the Judgment Day, but I'd like to welcome out the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. As now here comes your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. JBL requesting the Tag Team Champions to make their way down to the ring, and here they are, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Picking up a massive win for SmackDown, as Kevin Owens hitting that stunner on Adam Page. So SmackDown would win the better, or would be shown as the better tag team in that triple threat tornado tag team match there at NXT TakeOver War Games. And with that being said, from what we understand, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will be able to pick their opponents for the Royal Rumble. So we'll see what Kevin and Sami have to say to JBL here. Thanks for joining me, Kevin and Sami. And like we've mentioned before, you guys do get to choose your SmackDown Tag Team Championship matchup live at the Royal Rumble. Certainly some big names on this tag team roster. You can choose some teams that you've already faced to try to give them another chance, or face somebody in this tag team division that has not gotten a tag team championship opportunity. So what do you say, Kevin and Sami? What is your decision? I don't care who we have to choose. This tag team division is pretty stacked as it is, but I don't care who it is. I will fight, keep on fighting, stun them to the ground, and I will still be your tag team champion with my man on my left, that being Sami Zayn. But I'll let Sami pitch in some words here to really see how he feels about this. Well, to be honest, Kev, I don't know if there's a certain tag team that really comes to my mind that I'd say, oh, hell yeah, let me face them. I honestly don't mind either. I want one of these tag teams to step up to the plate. I mean, honestly, the new Hurt Business with the Street Profits would be a good contender, and I'd even hate to throw this out there, but maybe even the Judgment Day. Did you just call out the Judgment Day? Well, Sammy and Kevin will gladly give you your wish. So, Kevin and Sammy, if you're up to it and you decide to choose us, we will gladly rip those SmackDown Tag Team Championships away. Me and Dominic Mysterio versus the Tag Team Champions at the Royal Rumble. What do you say, JBL? Let's make it official. Sami Zayn did mention the Judgment Day, and the Judgment Day do sound like they would love a opportunity at the Tag Team Championship. So let's go ahead and make it official. Dominic Dijakovic and Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day will be taking on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for those SmackDown Tag Team Championships live there at the Royal Rumble in Toronto, Canada. I cannot wait to see it. We'll make that match official right here, right now. What a way to kick us off on New Year's Revolution Smackdown. Then what we just witnessed, we saw JBL come out. He addressed the previous weekend of Survivor Series NXT TakeOver, as well as told the SmackDown Tag Team Champions of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to come out here and let them know what their decision was for their opponents. It seemed like Kevin Owens didn't care. He was just wanting to fight. Sami Zayn mentioned the Street Profits or now they're known as the Hurt Business, as well as the Judgment Day. And, well, soon as Sami Zayn mentioned that, the Judgment Day came out here and said, hey, you know what? Let's do it. If you want to put our names out in your mouths, why not? And JBL said, hey, you know what? Screw it. So it's going to be Dominic Dijakovic and Dominic Mysterio taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It's going to be a badass matchup there. But talking about another badass matchup here tonight, you got Edge and Randy Orton of Rated RKO taking on Christian and Rusev. So certainly it wasn't the best weekend for three of these superstars in this matchup. The Judgment Day ended up defeating the team of Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Edge. And then Christian, he got his butt whipped quite a bit in that Raw versus SmackDown matchup where we saw Raw defeat SmackDown. So certainly when it comes to those matches, SmackDown didn't do their best in those matches, but certainly the Judgment Day had a hell of a weekend, and it's going to be a great Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. We've already seen it announced for the Royal Rumble. It is going to be your undisputed champion Cody Rhodes taking on Finn Balor for the Undisputed Championship. If Finn Balor wins, he becomes the Undisputed Champion and the Judgment Day will continue. But if Cody Rhodes retains his Undisputed Championship live there at the Royal Rumble, we will see the Judgment Day disband. So a lot is on the line for those matches, and we'll see what maybe the rest of the Judgment Day will be doing, especially since it is the Royal Rumble. Anything can happen. Certainly would like to see all these superstars in this matchup, Randy Orton, Edge, Christian, and Rusev, maybe get an opportunity inside of that squared circle at the Royal Rumble, but we will have to wait and see how that all will be happening in just 4 weeks' time. As a Viper, Randy Orton looking for a fight, looking for some payback. Certainly looking to take down Rusev down a peg, and definitely taking Christian down a peg. And now here comes Rusev the Redeemer. This man is a former NXT United Kingdom champion holder there in NXT before losing it to the Icon Sting over there. And for the NXT United Kingdom Championship, it seems like that will be merged with the NXT Championship live there at NXT Deadline, which is just 6 weeks away. So Rusev and Christian looked really good there in NXT, and we'll see if they can maybe carry most of that momentum with them here to SmackDown. A lot of massive things on him. We know Rusev, the first ever Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner years and years ago, would go on to win the United States Championship. So Rusev certainly does know how to win one, if not the big matchup in the terms of Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That's massive for a lot of superstars in this business, and especially being a United States champion. A lot of massive names have held that championship, and especially a lot of first ballot Hall of Famers and actual Hall of Famers have already held that championship. So, it's already massive as it is. As here comes Christian, ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring. This match up is all because of what we've seen Christian do by taking out Randy Orton a couple weeks ago, and then we saw Rusev throwing Edge through a light socket that was backstage there. So certainly a lot of stuff is going down, and certainly Edge and Randy Orton, they were bound to not be 100% for that Survivor Series War Games matchup, and it showed. And it's all due to Christian, but I think for Christian's sake, he should have done a little bit better for that Raw vs. SmackDown matchup, because Team Raw beat the living snot out of Christian, and I can't say it wasn't deserved for Captain Charisma. But it's bound to happen tonight. We'll see if Edge will get his hands on his former best friend Christian here tonight. Let's see who kicks us off the matchup. Oh, we get Rusev and Edge kicking us off. Referee has rung the bell. The match is official. Here we go. Tonight we have massive matches from top to bottom, including JD McDonagh, who won his triple threat matchup this previous weekend of Survivor Series weekend. With his win, he got to choose if you liked his opponent. And from what we understand, JD McDonagh didn't know it was a Canadian Destroyer. Oh my goodness, already Canadian Destroyer there from Edge, bringing the fight to his former best friend Christian there. But JD McDonagh was given an opportunity to pick his opponent for a championship matchup. JD McDonagh refused to pick, so JBL, from what I understood, picked his opponent, and then that's what it was announced. Sheamus, one of the members of the Brawling Brutes, will be challenging for that European Championship. And the reason why is actually because Sheamus actually defeated at one time a couple weeks ago. Sheamus, or I guess I should say a couple months ago, defeated one of the European champions at that time and never got an opportunity furthermore. So JBL is making up to Sheamus by giving him a match later on tonight for that European Championship. Oh, what a brutal clothesline there from Rusev. Rusev going to bring that big fight, and certainly, like we mentioned, Edge and Randy Orton still trying to kind of, I mean, they're close to 100%, but, are they fully 100% after participating in that War Games matchup? And Christian's not going to be 100%. Rusev is going to be the freshest man in this matchup, you got to believe. Doesn't mean it's going to necessarily carry him to victory, but it certainly will give him the better odds in this matchup for them to walk out victorious. Let's look at Orton. Brutal kicks to the ribs here, and then a brutal clothesline as well. Randy Orton, one of the best to ever do it. He is a former WWE champion for a reason, one of the best to do it. Multi-time tag team champions in his career on Raw and SmackDown with Matt Riddle, former WWE superstar, here in Universe mode. But Orton was planning on going back to his singles career, but certainly with Edge, it seems like they've rekindled that old partnership of Rated RKO, and we'll see where it goes here in the near future. Rusev now going to get the tag to Captain Charisma. Christian now. See if Christian can continue this momentum that Rusev was dishing out on Randy Orton. And yes, the hot tag. Here we go. Two Canadians going at it. Edge and Christian. It would be completely awesome for Edge and Christian to be in that Royal Rumble matchup this year, ladies and gentlemen, especially since it's in Toronto, Canada, their home country. And I'd honestly love to see that back and forth between both of them, and maybe one of them can walk out the Royal Rumble winner and go on to, you know, main event WrestleMania. This year, WrestleMania is in Hollywood, California. We are going Hollywood. It is going to be a great, great pay-per-view. Last year we were there in Tampa Bay, Florida, with that massive pay-per-view, so I can only imagine how it's going to fare when we go Hollywood, when all of the lights are shining bright on all of these superstars. For a lot of these superstars, when the lights shine bright, that is when they bring out the best in them. So cannot wait to see what that looks like, ladies and gentlemen. That is a long time from now, about 12 weeks away, so plenty still can happen from now all the way up to WrestleMania. Especially a lot of these men and women are focused on the Royal Rumble. You have the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania. The last three major pay-per-views for the main roster here on Raw and SmackDown. For NXT, it is NXT TakeOver Deadline in 6 weeks. And then the same weekend of WrestleMania, you guys are going to see NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Cannot wait to see how all these pay-per-views are going to turn out, man. It's going to be awesome. Certainly NXT having a lot of big names signed with them recently, so you know we'll see how everything turns out. It's Christian back in the ring, and continue to target Randy Orton here. Oh, Christian. Oh, this is vintage Christian with the boots to the face there, and Christian now. Uh-oh. Was Christian thinking unprettier there? Both of them missing out on possible shots, missed the punch and the kick, but Orton now capitalizes with that big snap suplex. Still to come tonight, that massive main event, that undisputed Women's Tag Team Championship is on the line as Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will be challenging Becky Lynch and Asuka for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Massive, massive main event in stores. A vintage DDT there from the Viper, Randy Orton. And now for Orton. Does he go for the pinfall? Does he go for the tag? And he's going to let Edge. He's going to let Edge put the pepper, the salt and pepper on top of the main course here, and let Edge put away Christian. But Christian continuing to battle. Two former friends going at it. Christian now swinging neck breaker. And I think for Christian, this is more all about jealousy. He's jealous that Edge is with Randy Orton, and Christian is going to make Edge's life a living hell. As Christian now. Oh no, not the Randy Orton, not the back. Oh my goodness. On the hardest part of the ring, and now Edge coming around after Rusev. But Rusev not going to allow Edge to get much of anything going. Bam! What a punch there from Christian. Back and forth we go. And now Captain Charisma. Oh, look at this incoming. Oh, what a beautiful counter there from Edge. It seemed like Christian may have been setting up either a brainbuster or a suplex, but Edge had that well scouted. And now Edge has to decide what he wants to do to his former buddy right now. And now he's just going to tag back Randy. Why not? It's all about keeping your guys' kind of stamina up, keeping yourself fresh as can be in this type of matchup here. And Randy Orton realizes he doesn't have to go right after Christian out there. Christian has to come back inside if he wants to win this matchup. Orton now. Oh, look at this. This is a little bit of a different side from Randy Orton there. Getting definitely some revenge, you could say, with that raking of the face there across that top turnbuckle, man. That is not going to be feeling too good. I've not seen any superstars really do that recently, and Orton's kind of bringing that back. Certainly a lot of the older days, Randy Orton would probably do something like that, but I think he feels like the rules are kind of out the window when he's dealing with Rusev and Christian. And talking about rules being thrown out the window, we're about to see an Avalanche RKO possibly. RKO to the Captain Charisma. Is this going to be it? Will Randy Orton pick up the win? No. Rusev breaks it up. What a matchup. Orton going for that RKO, deciding to maybe pull it back. It seemed like he missed it. Gonna wanted to relocate it, but that surely he got it the second time. Is this up again? But Rusev right there to save the day again. And Orton's certainly not too happy about it. But as this matchup continues, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in for this monumental edition of SmackDown. A lot of big things going on tonight as Edge busting open Christian on the right side of his temple. Later on tonight, we have that massive Gauntlet matchup just before we get to the main event, as we have the Undertaker. He'll be in that matchup. He's a Raw superstar. The other superstars will be from SmackDown. It will be Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, John Cena, Damien Priest, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Certainly going to be a massive matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly from top to bottom, it's just certainly a matchup that you could say, I don't know, you would say match made in heaven, but there's a little bit of everything. So if you guys did not catch that, it will be The Undertaker, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Damien Priest, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It sounds like they are going to keep it a surprise on who is going to be kicking off the first two superstars of that matchup. So certainly anything could happen, anything will happen in this matchup as Christian and Rusev, or I should say Christian and Edge, going at it outside here. Are we about to have ourselves a count-out victory here? Yes, we do! Edge picks up the win. He takes the count-out victory here tonight over his former pal, that being Christian. It's a good back and forth matchup. It is a shame that it ends in a count out. One heck of a matchup, but a count out is still a victory. Edge connecting with the spear to Rusev, and Christian and Rusev certainly not what they wanted after sending a message a couple weeks ago to these two. But I'm guaranteed there's bound to be more between these two teams here in the lead up to the Royal Rumble. Christian, stay where you're at. I got some words to pick with you real quick. I could have easily hit you with a spear. I could have hit you with a DDT, and it could have been all over with. But I saved it because, you know what? There's a special pay-per-view in Toronto, Canada, just in 4 weeks' time. And I figured, why waste all of my potential in this tag team matchup when I could have a singles matchup against you in Canada? I think the Royal Rumble is a perfect opportunity for me to beat some respect into you and beat some common sense into you, to let you know, with me being with Randy Orton is no slight against you. It's nothing like that. You're the one being crazy, and I'm going to beat that craziness out of you if you were to accept that matchup at the Royal Rumble. So what do you say, old friend? Me versus you in our home country of Toronto, Canada at the Royal Rumble. You really want me to embarrass you at the Royal Rumble, Adam? I will gladly do it. I'll gladly do it in front of your daughters, and I'll gladly do it in front of your wife. So consider your challenge accepted. But also, I'm going to lay out a challenge for you, Edge. Next week, I am challenging Randy Orton to a one-on-one contest, and also Rusev will be challenging you to a one-on-one contest. So, if you will gladly accept those terms, I will gladly see you in Toronto, Canada, where I gladly look to beat the absolute shit out of my old friend. We accept your challenge, Christian. I will gladly beat the snot out of Rusev, and Randy will bring you back down to earth with 3 simple letters, RKO. And I will gladly, and I do mean gladly, enjoy beating the living shit out of you live there in Toronto, Christian. I'll see you next week, bud.
The following contest is
Wow, we are going to get two fellow Canadians, ladies and gentlemen, going at it live there in Toronto, Canada for the Royal Rumble, as it will be the Rated R Superstar Edge taking on Captain Charisma himself, Christian, one-on-one at the Royal Rumble. Holy crap, what a matchup. Going to be happening live there at the Rumble. Absolutely amazing. And also next week, the challenges have been sent out, has been accepted, and I'm being told right now JBL has made those two matches official for SmackDown next week. It'll be Randy Orton taking on Christian, while Rusev takes on Edge one-on-one. Those two are bound to be hard-hitting matches. I expect definitely some blood in those matches, especially after what we saw earlier tonight. Edge and Randy Orton winning via a countout. Edge simply saying, hey, I could have easily finished this matchup off, speared you, hit you with the DDT, whatever, but I decided not to. Why waste this type of matchup right here tonight? Why not have a one-on-one contest between you and myself? And well, Christian ultimately took it. We'll talk more about this matchup as this happens, as there is your European champion here on SmackDown, Judgment Day's own JD McDonagh. Like we mentioned before, JD McDonagh had the opportunity to pick essentially his opponent, and he told JBL that, you know what, he doesn't really care who his opponent is, and JBL said, bet, I'll make your opponent. And well, come to find out, it is the Bro Kick Master himself, Sheamus, multi-time Raw Tag Team Champion, the first ever Dusty Classic Tag Team Champion with Pete Dunne there in NXT, former NXT Tag Team Champions as well. But this could actually be, if I am having everything correctly, this could be actually the first ever singles championship for Sheamus. But he has to not only survive JD McDonagh, but he has to survive the Judgment Day. And that is no easy feat, ladies and gentlemen. And especially we're having Dominic Mysterio as well as Dijak at ringside. But something's got to give with this European Championship on the line here.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Celtic Warrior, he looks focused.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 180 pounds. He is the WWE European Champion, JD McDonagh.
JD McDonagh, the Irish Ace, is your European champion. Can he keep his championship into Royal Rumble season? For McDonagh, certainly being a part of the Judgment Day and also being European champion, certainly his New Year's Revolution is certainly about keeping that championship with the Judgment Day and keeping the Judgment Day at the very top of SmackDown. As here we go, Sheamus versus JD McDonagh. Referee has made this match official. Here we go, a massive European Championship matchup. We'll see if Sheamus can win his first ever singles championship belt. He's been a multi-time tag team champion, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. He's been a Grand Slam tag team champion here, but he has never won a singles championship, and that is surprising coming from a man like Sheamus. You've got to feel like this man would have held multiple, United States Intercontinental Championships, whatever it may be. But from my recollection, Sheamus has never won a singles championship, as the referee in the way and inadvertently, and that will help out Sheamus here. As, oh, look at this, a gut wrench type of bear hug from up top here. A little different variation here. But JD McDonagh able to slip out, and will look to go on the offensive here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just mere moments away from the start of the Gauntlet matchup. JBL is going to keep it a surprise to who will be kicking off that matchup. Certainly a lot of big-time names are in that matchup. One Raw superstar, The Undertaker, will be in this matchup. 5 other SmackDown superstars. Triple H told JBL that, hey, to have this matchup on SmackDown, yes, we'll give you the advantage, but you got to have at least one Raw superstar. And Triple H put The Undertaker in this match. Triple H told JBL that he could pick 5 other SmackDown superstars to be in that matchup, and well, certainly we know who those are. Certainly it's going to be a massive matchup, and honestly, you would think that would be the main event, but I also love getting those Undisputed Women's Tag Team Championships, that main event look, especially in a big-time event like this tonight for New Year's Revolution. Sheamus now continuing to bring that onslaught attack here to JD McDonagh. JD McDonagh slipping out, and oh, that headbutt and the Irish Ace with that back suplex. That has won him a lot of matches here in WWE, and it has defeated Sheamus tonight. Certainly surprising, kind of catching Sheamus off guard. Brutal headbutt, and JD McDonagh, just like that, putting down Sheamus here at New Year's Revolution. Not your typical back and forth, but JD McDonagh is not a man to look past, ladies and gentlemen. As he needs to watch himself with the referee. She can fight back if she wants to. She'll gladly put McDonagh in her place, but JD McDonagh showing you why he's going to be a key asset in this near future for the Judgment Day as they continue to rise here on SmackDown. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Gauntlet matchup live here on SmackDown. We are backstage as we are getting close to the start of our Gauntlet matchup to determine the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble matchup, and we are backstage here, and it looks like Karrion Kross, your Undisputed Champion, is talking to an individual. I can't really tell who that is, don't really know who it is at the moment, but certainly very interesting to see as this goes. But looks like we are all set to go, and it looks like we are just about to start our Gauntlet. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and oh, looks like the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is going to be the man kicking us off in this Gauntlet match. Absolutely craziness to kick us off in this Gauntlet match. Brock Lesnar is looking to clinch his way in to that Royal Rumble spot, that number 30 spot. And even if these superstars don't get that 30th entrant into the Royal Rumble match, it doesn't mean they won't have some kind of appearance in that Royal Rumble match. You never know. Anything can happen. Anything will happen as we are on the road to the Royal Rumble, which will lead us to the road to WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, being a former Universal Champion, certainly would love to go on to WrestleMania and get some championship gold around his waist. As of right now, going into Royal Rumble season, Cody Rhodes is your Undisputed Champion, as well as on Monday Night Raw, you got the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Question is, what would Brock pick if he happened to win that Royal Rumble matchup? Honestly, I would love to see either of those matches, especially Gunther and Brock Lesnar, just two heavyweights beating the living snot out of each other. That's an absolute money matchup if I've ever seen one. And maybe we'll see that down the road. As let's go ahead and see who Brock Lesnar will be facing to kick us off in this Gauntlet matchup. Oh, hell yeah! Stone Cold Steve Austin, ladies and gentlemen, is here. Stone Cold was a part of that Team Raw versus Team SmackDown matchup. Team SmackDown didn't walk out victorious, but certainly Stone Cold sure did look great that night. And now this is a matchup that we were supposed to see in the build-up to the King of the Ring. It was supposed to be in the early 2000s, 2003, if I do remember correctly, on an episode of Monday Night Raw. It was supposed to be Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Brock Lesnar. That is when Stone Cold left the company. He didn't want to have it on a random episode of Monday Night Raw. He wanted to have it at an actual pay-per-view. But now we're actually going to have this matchup, a one-on-one bout. The winner will continue this gauntlet matchup. So technically, you're going to get your guys' self a dream matchup live tonight in this match. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Brock Lesnar. Oh, hell yeah. Suplex City against DTA. Don't trust anyone. Referee has rung the bell. Here we go. To future... I mean, Stone Cold's already a WWE Hall of Famer, but Brock Lesnar will be a future Hall of Famer one day, certainly as well. Two absolute beasts in the middle of that ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the best to ever do it. A lot of superstars and a lot of, fans will say that Stone Cold's the best to ever do it. Same with The Rock and so many others. So there's so many superstars that looked up to this man Stone Cold growing up, and same could be said about Brock Lesnar with just that freak of nature type of moveset. So I mean, this is gonna be a moment that we were all looking forward to. And if you would have said in 2024 that we're seeing this type of matchup, probably would have told you you're maybe you're a little bit too high, maybe you're not there mentally, but certainly we are seeing it and we are believing it right here, right now, live here on SmackDown's New Year's Revolution. Brock Lesnar trying to survive in this matchup so far here. Oh, and he does. Big time takedown there of Austin. Back and forth we go, and a brutal knee strike. So that means 4 other superstars will be joining us momentarily after pinfall or submission, or maybe even a count out. To advance in this gauntlet matchup, it has to be a pinfall or submission matchup, or a result, I should say. The winner will continue to try to continue into this matchup as longly possible until we get to the very last superstar, to where we can crown the person that will be the 30th entrant into the Royal Rumble match. Lou Thesz press there to Brock Lesnar. Pinfall opportunity after that Lou Thesz press, and Lesnar kicks out at the very last second. And look at Steve Austin. He's like, come on now. That should have been it. He thought that was going to be all she wrote. And Austin with a stunner. Stunner to Brock. Stunner to Brock. Is this it? 2, 3. Yes, it is. Stone Cold came out here and whooped himself some Brock Lesnar's ass here tonight. Austin did a great idea coming right after Brock Lesnar. You cannot be scared, you cannot back down, and Stone Cold Steve Austin gets some more offense in. But the question is, Stone Cold has to stay out here. Who is coming out here next? And this is going to be a hard-hitting matchup. I'm really looking forward to. First time ever here in the series history, we are going to see Bobby Lashley of the Hurt Business. That is correct. Bobby Lashley now owns the Hurt Business moniker. Every single thing Hurt Business related, it now goes through the original owner, Bobby Lashley. There at Survivor Series, it came down between the Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits, and Apollo Crews, taking on the team of Keith Lee, Omos, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin. And Bobby Lashley and company knocked off the other Hurt Business, and that meant that Hurt Business disbands while Bobby Lashley takes over the Hurt Business. So that means Lashley and the Street Profits are now known as the Hurt Business. Still up in the air about if Apollo Crews is actually in the Hurt Business or not. I know I've mentioned that before. No further update on that, but certainly Lashley, being a part of this matchup, has his sights on becoming champion. And for him to do that, he's going to have to win this matchup tonight. As the referee rings the bell, win this matchup as well as win the Royal Rumble. Come out at number 30 and throw out 29 other superstars to walk out victorious. And Stone Cold just honestly walked through Brock Lesnar very surprisingly. Brock Lesnar, one of the best to ever do it, was, you could say the last couple months certainly has not been the favor to Brock Lesnar, but certainly Stone Cold Steve Austin has done quite well since being back in WWE, and it continues to look better, and we'll see if Steve Austin will continue that as he takes down Bobby Lashley momentarily. And look at Austin just stomping away there in the chest, but Lashley with that big stomp to Steve Austin's chest, and just like that, we change up the momentum. And this is your co-main event of the evening. It's going to be a long, drawn-out gauntlet matchup, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll see plenty of... Look at that! What a maneuver there. Suicide dive over the top rope. Lashley means business. He means hurt business. And Austin hits him with that running bulldog. And now with Lashley coming out here after Lesnar was eliminated in this gauntlet matchup, there's going to be 3 other superstars coming out. It's either going to be Damien Priest, John Cena, or The Undertaker that will be left in this matchup. Big things will be happening tonight. Could see new champions, where also could be, we're going to be figuring out who's going to be the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble matchup. It's going to be massive. We know it's not Brock Lesnar. It doesn't mean that Brock Lesnar won't be in the Royal Rumble, as Steve Austin with the big flipping off of Bobby Lashley there. Ooh, now Bobby Lashley's busted open, changing up the momentum in this matchup here. Not good for Lashley, but maybe seeing his own blood could piss him off. You never know. Some superstars are like that, where they see their own blood and they're like, holy crap, I need to get something going in this matchup. And certainly a man of Bobby Lashley's capabilities, certainly that may be the type of man you don't want to piss off. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's his own man. He can handle Bobby Lashley if he needs to. As now Bobby Lashley connects with a back body drop there to Steve Austin. And now Lashley with a spine buster takes down Stone Cold. Will that be enough? 2. No. Big kick out from Stone Cold. Now this is where Bobby Lashley has to continue going to work here. What does Bobby Lashley hit here? Does he hit a hurt lock? Does he go with a spear? A dominator? He's going to have to start hitting some big time maneuvers here. And look at Lashley telling Stone Cold to stay down, but look at Stone Cold Steve Austin got right back up to his feet there. It's the type of man Stone Cold is. Beer drinker, might be stubborn at times, but one of the best to do it ever here in WWE. And look at that. That's that busted lip there, honestly. Busted lip and nose, I believe. But Lashley has continued to dominate this matchup ever since being busted open. So it seems like that may have maybe just motivated Bobby Lashley even more. As, oh, wait a minute. Bobby Lashley looking for that Dominator there to Stone Cold. Oh my goodness, he got all of that bad boy. And now Lashley going for the spear, doing too much. And now Stone Cold gonna look to whoop a can of whoop ass on Bobby Lashley. Lashley was thinking about that for that spear, didn't work out, doing too much at that time. But in his defense, I mean, he was thinking that spear was gonna be enough. That Dominator looked very, very brutal though. So, I mean, I guess it just honestly depends. Look at that. A standing over-the-head suplex. Making that look very, very easy as Lashley flexing on these men and women right in front of this crowd here in Richmond, Virginia. One of the best cities and states to have professional wrestling, especially down in the early days of professional wrestling. A lot of greats going down here as that running STO takes down Stone Cold. Will that be enough to keep Steve Austin down? No. A strong kick out at 2.9, and Lashley saying, hey man, can you just stay down? I want this to be my opportunity. And oh no, this ain't gonna be good. Lashley with a big old power bomb, man. Oh my goodness. How much more can Stone Cold take? I mean, he did run through Brock Lesnar, so I mean, he could take a decent amount, but how much more can you take from the Almighty? As Lashley run a spear from the second rope. If I'm Lashley, go for the pinfall. But Lashley deciding not to, gonna inflict some more damage with that running power slam to Steve Austin. Lashley looking absolutely phenomenal, building up that win from Survivor Series, and now Austin turning around here. Spear there to Stone Cold. He may not get very explosive with it, but it may be enough. No, it is not. So I think if Stone Cold was a little bit further away, I think this matchup could have gone in a whole different way. As a running power slam from Lashley. Is it at this time? No. Stone Cold kicks out again. What a beauty of a matchup. Stone Cold is just digging down deep right now. But how much more can this Hall of Famer take right now? He is getting his ass handed to him. You could say Lashley is trying to get desperate in the terms of, hey, what else do I got to do? And what he's going to do with a power bomb to the apron. And now, oh my goodness, swinging him against that LED apron. Absolutely brutal. Lashley just toying with Austin, just throwing him around, whatever he has to. But if I'm Lashley, the longer this matchup goes, you're gonna not only fatigue yourself, but not make it look too good for yourself later in this matchup. As oh my goodness, some good old snake eyes to Stone Cold. Stone Cold finally fighting back here. And now look at this, the strength, the power of Bobby Lashley here. Referee is at a 7. Both men need to get themselves back inside of this ring here. At an 8. Lashley gets himself back in the ring and breaks it up at a 9. And this after breaking it up. Oh, well, there you go. A little bit of an eye rake to the face there of Lashley. Both men, like I mentioned, need to get themselves back in the ring, but Lashley doesn't care. He's going to use this outside to his advantage to where he can just easily pin Stone Cold. And Lashley yelling, verbally abusing Stone Cold right now. And now throwing up against the barricade right in front of these kids right in front of us. Man, this is... You might want to turn the channel or at least turn away, because right now Lashley is decimating a WWE Hall of Famer right in front of our eyes here. We are at a 7. Both men finally back in the ring as Lashley with a spear out of nowhere. Is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Bobby Lashley outlasts the Rattlesnake tonight. And now we'll see if John Cena, Damien, Priest, or even the Undertaker can outlast the Almighty. Look at that spear out of nowhere, spearing him in half. Stone Cold putting on a hell of a fight tonight, going through Lesnar, but Lashley takes down Steve Austin. Let's see who Lashley has to face next here. Oh, now this is going to get physical. This is the type of matchup that is bound to get crazy. And that is this matchup right here. John Cena versus Bobby Lashley. I was actually looking forward to if we were able to actually get Stone Cold and John Cena. Because Stone Cold has already defeated John Cena one-on-one at a pay-per-view. But it looks like we may not ever get a rematch, but if we do, that'd be awesome. But at least not in this Gauntlet matchup. We're going to get Bobby Lashley and John Cena. I don't recall these guys going at it ever here in series history, but if it is, I don't remember the result. But no matter what, this is going to be a massive matchup. Big match. John Cena is here, Can he take down Lashley? Lashley was able to take a little quick break, couple seconds, but Cena is out here. This matchup is going to get brutal. We saw what Lashley did to Stone Cold just to be able to survive that matchup. And this is like the middle of the pack right now. We still got the Damien Priest of the Judgment Day, and you still got the Undertaker from Monday Night Raw. So we'll see how this goes between Lashley and John Cena here. Referee has rung the bell. Here we go, another gauntlet match coming your way. We saw it be to start us off with Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold. Stone Cold basically beating Brock Lesnar pretty quickly, to be honest with you. And then Stone Cold would go on to face Bobby Lashley, and Lashley would defeat... Oh, look at that springboard stunner there from Cena. Lashley would just go on to defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin. What a match that was, and we'll see if these matches will continue to slowly but surely get even better as Cena with a belly-to-belly. Cena wants to win that one big championship in his career. Doesn't care if it's the Undisputed Championship or even the World Heavyweight Championship, but he would like to get himself that opportunity to be the top guy here in WWE once again. He is a multi-time United States champion, but we'll see if maybe he can go on to to Royal Rumble and then win the Royal Rumble and then main event WrestleMania. Be awesome to see Cena win another championship here in WWE. But certainly you can't look past Bobby Lashley. Multi-time European champion Bobby Lashley has been simply phenomenal at times here in WWE. Certainly just getting his Hurt Business back at Survivor Series. Oh, wait a minute, Cena telling Lashley to get up here. Cena going for that suicide dive, taking too much time, and Lashley made him pay for it, just flexing on John Cena. Certainly not too many times you see John Cena going high risk, especially with the suicide dive, but you know it's a massive matchup when a man like John Cena, who has no business doing that type of stuff, is pulling that out of his repertoire, as we are witnessing a bear hug here. Yes, it may not necessarily help Cena in the terms of making him submit right now. It will definitely do some damage, since Lashley just wasn't a brutal matchup with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So to come tonight after this gauntlet matchup, we have the actual main event tonight, as Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez challenge for those Women's Undisputed Tag Team Championships. It'll be a hell of a main event as Cena... are we going to see vintage John Cena here with those shoulder takedowns? Lashley missing wildly into the takedown. And is it time for the 5-knuckle shuffle? Yes, it is. Bobby Lashley can't see him. Here we go. 5-knuckle shuffle there to Bobby Lashley. Cena now looking to put the final touches here on Lashley. What is Cena thinking here? High risk, high reward situation. Maybe a superplex. You just never know. Oh, wait, Cena. Oh, he's going all out for this. The avalanche. AA. Throwing him halfway across the ring. Is that enough to put away the Almighty? No, it is not. 2.5. Lashley keeps himself in it. Absolutely brutal maneuver. Lashley keeps himself in it. Cena with an elbow drop to the midsection. Just trying to do as much damage as he can. He knows Lashley is hurt. Not too sure how much more Lashley can sustain in this matchup. But it did take a lot for Lashley to stay in that matchup with Stone Cold. Cena now again going to go high risk. Is he going to go to the well too many times here? Ooh, nice leg drop there from Cena. And now Lashley going to look to capitalize, but again, Cena one step ahead of him. I mean, Cena might have to go for a submission hold here. You just never know in these type of situations. Sometimes you gotta go off your current game plan, and sometimes you gotta go with a different strategy. Sometimes you gotta steal your opponent's finishing maneuver. You just never know. Let's look at Lashley taking down Cena with that front slam. Lashley talking some trash. Cena gonna make him pay with that springboard stunner again. And now Cena hoping that this AA might be enough. Cena, no, Lashley one step ahead. Big spear to Cena. Is that gonna be it? 2, 3. Wow. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Lashley spears Cena out of nowhere. It seemed like Cena had him all set up for an AA. Lashley punches him in the midsection out of nowhere. And just like that, Bobby Lashley goes on to the next round of this Gauntlet matchup. And that means either Lashley faces Damien Priest or The Undertaker next here on SmackDown. And let's go ahead and see who the next member to come out here is, and it looks like it is going to be Damien Priest of the Judgment Day. And the funny thing is, actually, these two have a long, storied rivalry for the European Championship about half a year ago, if not a little bit longer, basically last year, essentially. But now both Lashley and Priest certainly have gone different paths since then, certainly. Lashley getting the Hurt Business back in a different way. Damien Priest still part of the Judgment Day, obviously, but certainly the Judgment Day have been up and down over the couple months. Certainly at one time it seemed like they were dominant. Then they started losing some championships, and then also possibly coming up at the Royal Rumble, they could disband. But the Judgment Day do have the European Championship. And also, they have the momentum coming out of Survivor Series weekend, especially with McDonagh winning, and also the Judgment Day walking out victorious in those 2 major War Games matches. And certainly at the Royal Rumble is going to be a game changer for sure, but we'll see if maybe Damien Priest can knock off Bobby Lashley tonight, and then the winner of this matchup faces Lashley in the last part of this match. Referee has rung the bell. Here we go. It is official. A rivalry rekindled here tonight as a big-time military press, especially for Lashley doing that to a big man. That is not easy. And hopefully for Damien Priest's sake, he was scouting Lashley's last couple matches because they were brutal, but Lashley was able to sustain and dish out tons of damage. We'll see how Priest handles that here tonight. Lashley now. Oh my goodness. Absolutely brutal with that power and strength of that stuff. And now Lashley going to focus on that midsection. Certainly Damien Priest is nowhere close to being 100% coming off War Games weekend, but same can be said definitely right now for Bobby Lashley, as Lashley over the top rope as he takes down Damien Priest. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. Priest needs to get something going right now, and certainly that clothesline decapitating Lashley will certainly help. Lashley has done quite well for himself, especially in getting himself big wins in this tournament so far. We'll see if it can continue right now, especially over the likes of Stone Cold and also the likes of John Cena. But it definitely won't be easy against the Punisher, that being Damien Priest. Priest, oh, he gets a spear for essentially rubbing it in the face of Bobby Lashley there. Lashley going for that flying shoulder tackle, and he decimates Damien Priest there. Holy crap. Seeing a big man flying through the sky is not something that you probably put on your bucket list. Priest now bouncing off the ropes here. And oh, that running punch to the face. Punisher looking to go for that pinfall, but a strong kick out. And this is where Damien Priest cannot get frustrated right now. He's got to bring that fight. And look at Damien Priest. There you go, Priest. I may not like what Damien Priest and the Judgment Day stand for, but certainly if he wants any chance of winning this Gauntlet matchup, certainly you got to come out all your shots firing right at Bobby Lashley. Lashley flexing on this crowd right now. Priest gonna say, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and sneak back in the ring. Breaks up the count. If I'm Priest, why not just stay in the ring? And Lashley talking some trash, saying, "Hey, stay down, kid." And for as young as Mr. Damien Priest looks, he is a lot older than you expect. But this man still in his prime, though, and hell of an athlete. Certainly for the Judgment Day, like we mentioned, it is going to be one hell of a night at the Royal Rumble. You got Dijak and Dominic Mysterio teaming up to take on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions at the Royal Rumble, as well as you're going to be seeing Finn Balor challenge Cody Rhodes for that undisputed championship. Damien Priest looking for that crucifix powerbomb. Didn't work out in his favor. And now Lashley one step ahead of him. And Priest coming off, and now a big time springboard clothesline. Gonna look to steal one over Bobby Lashley. Lashley has gone through hell, but again, continuing to survive little by little. Rolling out the ring if he has to. High risk time. Flying crossbody takes down Lashley. And you got to think the longer this matchup goes, this is going to start to favor The Undertaker, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly not what you'd ultimately expect to see. And imagine, we could see Lashley and The Undertaker. That'd be the first time ever here in the series. Or Damien Priest and The Undertaker. That'd be a first time as well. So anything is very well possible as a big-time flatliner takes down Damien Priest. This is all for the opportunity to get the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble. Anything can happen. Anything will happen. Referee is at a 7. Doesn't necessarily guarantee you to walk out victorious, but like I've mentioned before, it does give you the better opportunity as... look, it's Finn Balor. Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. Looking to come out here and play some mind games here with Bobby Lashley here. Wait a minute. Damien Priest looking to steal one. Referee right here. No, goodness. Damien Priest almost stealing it here. And Priest's going to try to. This is a perfect opportunity to do that exact thing. Gonna look for that choke side slam. And he gets it. Damien Priest. Was that enough of an advantage? Yes, it does. Priest steals one. Damn it. And we know what the finals of the Gauntlet matchup is going to be. It's Damien Priest and The Undertaker, but come on. It's a shame it had to end that way. Lashley was on a roll, and it seemed like maybe he was going to get closer to defeating Damien Priest, but Bobby Lashley being distracted by Finn Balor, and Damien Priest will main event this Gauntlet with The Undertaker. It's time for your final entrant in the Gauntlet matchup, ladies and gentlemen. It is The Undertaker making his way down to the ring. It will be Damien Priest versus The Undertaker. Who is going to be able to go on to be number 30 in the Royal Rumble match? Anything will happen. I guarantee you this is going to be hard hitting for sure, and I cannot wait for this to go down. The big man, The Undertaker, is here. Damien Priest, The Undertaker, who goes on to the Royal Rumble matchup. Two badass dudes going at it. One is a WWE Hall of Famer, and the other one is a man, a part of the Judgment Day, one of the biggest factions going into WWE currently. Big Evil, The Undertaker, versus the Punisher, Damien Priest, here live on SmackDown. Does The Undertaker have what it takes to knock off Damien Priest here tonight? Oh, wait a minute. The matchup has not officially started. Damien Priest is still here at ringside somewhere, but hold the phone. This is a unexpected from Karrion Kross to be making his entrance out here on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Karrion Kross still upset about that undisputed championship loss last month, and certainly we saw him earlier on tonight actually talking to an older gentleman backstage. We don't know what that was all about, ladies and gentlemen, but certainly Karrion Kross is coming out here. We don't know what exactly his intentions are with the dead man, but you never know with Karrion Kross. It's never anything good. Oh, Undertaker gonna get himself back in here. The match has not officially started between Damien Priest and even The Undertaker here, and it looks like, well, I guess you could have always thought about this, but now Kross taking out The Undertaker. We saw a little bit of this in their matchup recently where Karrion Kross took on The Undertaker at Survivor Series. The Undertaker beat Karrion Kross fair and square, and it seems like Karrion Kross has not taken that too lightly, as you can tell as he's beating the snot out of The Undertaker here. Karrion Kross being a sore loser right now. Oh my goodness, dropping him right on his head and neck area. Like we mentioned, the matchup has not officially started. Damien Priest, I don't know where he's at this very moment, but certainly this is not going to end well for somebody as he power bombs him right on that barricade. As now, time for a doomsday kind of a submission hold here. This is not good for The Undertaker right now. He could be put to sleep here. And Taker, he's tapping, he's submitting, but obviously this is an attack. He's just trying to basically survive this onslaught attack from Karrion Kross at this moment. This SOB Karrion Kross coming out here and absolutely beating the living snot out of The Undertaker. What a sore loser. Karrion Kross, this is going way over the line. A WWE Hall of Famer, a man that has changed the business. Certainly had his ups and downs throughout his career, but certainly one of the best to ever do it. But The Undertaker right now is going through his own personal hell, and that is Karrion Kross. And now Doomsday Saito suplex. Oh my God. This is just horrendous, ladies and gentlemen. You hate to see this right now. And now, no, not another one. Not another one. God damn it. Karrion Kross laying waste to The Undertaker. Undertaker, I know you can't hear me because you're incapacitated at the moment after I just viciously decimated you once again. This is a little bit of a payback for what you did to me at Survivor Series. Yeah, you won fair and square, but it is not over yet, and it will never be over when you face a man like me. I talked to JBL, and I'm getting myself a rematch. I know you're on Raw and I'm from SmackDown, but JBL has graciously given me this matchup for the Royal Rumble. It will be myself versus you once again at the Royal Rumble. And you're probably thinking, who in the hell are these two men behind me? Well, You should all know who these two big men are right next to me. Akam and Razar, authors of pain. They are former SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They have been up and down these rosters, made a big name for themselves in NXT, and had a hell of a career here on SmackDown. These guys are going to help me with my next chapter, back to glory and getting back my undisputed championship. I'm going to be heading out with the Authors of Pain as we construct our next chapter of dominance here on SmackDown. And Damien Priest, go ahead and clean up this mess. And I think you just secured your spot as that 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble match. And oh, look, Damien Priest, right place, right time. The Undertaker getting up to his feet here. And it seems like, oh no, Taker, no. Damien Priest laying waste to the dead man, The Undertaker. And this has to be it. Pinfall 2-3. Damien Priest, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, is the man that is going on to wrestle in the 30th spot at the Royal Rumble, all due to the help of Karrion Kross, ladies and gentlemen. This man, it's just frustrating watching this, ladies and gentlemen. Damien Priest looking to decimate the Undertaker here even more, but this is absolutely crappy situation. The Undertaker getting screwed out of an opportunity to main event the Royal Rumble and won't even be able to. And it seems like Kross and Undertaker go again at the Royal Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. It is for the undisputed Women's Tag Team Championships. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan earning this opportunity after helping out this previous Survivor Series weekend, winning for their team. So JBL is rewarding Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, giving them a Women's Tag Team Championship opportunity. We'll see how Liv and Raquel do against the Women's Tag Team Champions. They've been ever so dominant the last couple months, and I honestly don't know who can honestly knock off Asuka and Becky Lynch. This honestly might be the time to do it. I mean, Asuka's certainly been having to deal a lot with Jade Cargill, and now Becky Lynch. She even has a matchup against Jade Cargill coming up very soon, as here is the man, Becky Lynch. She's going to have herself a massive matchup at the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, just in 4 weeks' time. Absolutely massive matchup. The Royal Rumble continues to get bigger and bigger. We've already seen, obviously, like I mentioned, Becky Lynch and Jade Cargill announced. We're also going to be seeing Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor. We're also going to see on the Raw side, brother versus brother, Jimmy versus Jay. You're even going to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in an unsanctioned matchup. Also, Gunther versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. They have a past against each other when they were feuding against the United States Championship at one time, months and months ago. So there's a little bit of everything when it comes to women's and men's matches at the Royal Rumble. But you also got to remember, two of the biggest matches of the whole Royal Rumble is the Men's Royal Rumble and the Women's Royal Rumble, because that gives you a guaranteed spot either night 1 or night 2 to go on to main event WrestleMania. WrestleMania is so big that it has to happen 2 nights. And that literally is coming up very, very soon. We are literally 12 weeks away from the granddaddy of them all, that being WrestleMania. Right now, currently, we are 4 weeks away. We have our eyes set on the Royal Rumble. Asuka, she has certainly had some big championship matches throughout her career, and certainly you got to add these women's tag team championships with them, defeating Toxic Attraction to become the undisputed tag team champions. That means they're the best women's tag team in the world today. But does that change tonight in your main event of SmackDown? Or will Asuka and Becky Lynch continue to be the top of the top here in WWE and stay at the top with those women's tag team championships? I cannot wait to find out, because we are just mere seconds away from this matchup officially starting here live at New Year's Revolution Smackdown.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Raquel and Liv Morgan.
Big opportunity for both of these women.
They are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Becky Lynch and Asuka.
The champs look like they are fired up. The sold-out crowd in Richmond, Virginia is fired up. I am absolutely ready. Who is going to walk out the top of the women's tag team division? Will it start a new era with the undisputed women's tag team championships, or will it be Becky and Asuka continuing to reign as the top team? Referee has officially rung the bell. The match is official. Let's go ahead and see who comes out victorious, as Raquel Rodriguez with a vicious neck breaker. But Becky Lynch was the very first one up to her feet and breaks down Raquel Rodriguez just like that. We know this matchup is going to be hard-hitting for sure. The best of the best going at it here on SmackDown. As big stunner takes down one half of the women's tag team champions, Becky Lynch, and now here comes Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan would love to get her first championship in all of WWE. That's saying something for Liv, honestly, being one of the better women here on SmackDown. It's a swinging of that left knee. Becky Lynch could set up a submission hold later on tonight, or even Asuka with one of their heel hooks, so you never know what may happen tonight. As I'll look at Liv Morgan, gonna go with that spinning head scissors to Asuka. Down goes Asuka. And as we said before, this is your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of stuff went down tonight. We just got done with that Gauntlet matchup. Damien Priest will be the official number 30 entrant going in to the Royal Rumble. Doesn't necessarily give him the automatic win. He's going to have to survive 29 other superstars, but it gives him the best chance at the very end of the matchup, depending on what's going down in the Rumble, which is very scary. But you do got to give the big asterisk in that Gauntlet matchup to Karrion Kross, and it looks like he has that older gentleman he was talking to earlier on tonight. That was Paul Ellering, the manager of Authors of Pain. We haven't seen them for years. They are back in WWE. They're here on SmackDown, and it seems like there's an alliance between the two, Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering, with Karrion Kross. What all could that entail? Obviously, Karrion Kross has his sights still on that Undisputed Championship, trying to get that back. So much is going on, and right now I don't even know what to say. But we do have ourselves another matchup for the Royal Rumble with Karrion Kross versus the Undertaker. Absolute craziness, ladies and gentlemen. Kross coming after that Undisputed Championship, but also wanting revenge after losing to the Undertaker at Survivor Series. So Kross, it seems like Kross never never lets anything go. It seems that, ooh, that spinning heel kick takes down Raquel. Asuka kind of saying, oh, kind of doing that crying thing, saying, oh, cry me a river. But certainly Raquel's not going to be crying, but certainly Asuka, it's all about mind games when it comes with Asuka. You know, certainly definitely down with that. It's Becky and Asuka working quite well together here. That is why they are the top of the women's tag team division. They are the top of the top when it comes to singles stars in WWE, but as a tag team, they have worked excellent together. Oh no, this is not good for Raquel Rodriguez. Oh no. That left arm bending how it should not be bending. And oh, looks like, again, Becky Lynch trying to go to the well one more time. Not only hurting that left arm, but also the knees to the back. That certainly won't help out as Raquel moved out of the way of that suicide dive. And for Raquel, you have to capitalize right now. This is your opportunity. Becky Lynch was getting too aggressive here, and this is where you have to come at the champion. Perfect opportunity. And now Becky Lynch is going to take some time. Not going to take Raquel too seriously now. Raquel trying to get the tag, and she will. Here comes Liv Morgan. Can Liv Morgan get something going here? Oh, what a float over DDT there on Becky. And now Asuka gets the hot tag. Now we get ourselves a one-on-one interaction here. Spinning heel kick to the ribs. Here comes Asuka with that hip attack, pinfall opportunity. Is that enough? No, Liv Morgan kicks out at 2.5. Asuka thought she had her, but Asuka is going to have to dig down deep and inflict some more damage. Asuka now, what is she thinking? Uh-oh, I think we all know what this is. It is time for the Asuka lock. The Asuka lock is applied. Will Liv Morgan have to tap out? Middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Can Raquel come in here and break it up? But it actually seems like Liv Morgan able to actually get out of it, slip out of it. Craziness ensuing here on SmackDown. Yes, in your main event. Brutal. Suplex there, folding her like an accordion. And look at Liv, just getting her right arm just torqued in a way that it should not be torqued. And Asuka doing the right thing there, taking out Raquel so she can finally focus on Liv. Opportunity, but another strong kick out from Liv. A good tag team match going on here live tonight in Richmond, Virginia. One of the better cities and states to ever hold professional wrestling. Here in Chesapeake as well, nearby. As now here comes Liv Morgan. That running knee strike, almost like a running code breaker. Will that be enough? 2! No, Asuka kicks out. Did you notice Becky Lynch was basically just saying, hey Asuka, I know you're going to kick out. I have faith in you. And now Raquel looking to finish this matchup, looking to put that cherry on top of the sundae and looking to finish it off here. And this is not what Asuka wants. That powerhouse style of Raquel Rodriguez coming into play. Raquel, one of the most dangerous superstars on SmackDown. Thankfully for her, she got a wake-up call with what Ronda and Shayna did to her, and now she has Liv Morgan by her side, and looking to take the women's tag team division by storm. But certainly we all know Ronda and Shayna have wins actually over Liv and Raquel. So certainly they honestly could say, hey, we want an opportunity now, especially if Liv and Raquel Rodriguez were to win, as Asuka moving out of the way. And oh no, another Asuka lock applied. Center of the ring. Nowhere to go, but Raquel Rodriguez saves the day as this matchup continues. And look at Liv Morgan. She is down and out. She is not moving. Only thing that's moving right now is her hair. A little bit of a slight breeze in the arena tonight. So look at Liv. Going to be in a bad way as a reverse DDT there to Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch eating this up right now. But Liv trying. She's clawing all the way to the corner. She did just get the tag. Here we go. Raquel and Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch not taking any time, coming out here with the disarmer. Will Raquel have to tap out? Nowhere to go, center of the ring. And no, Raquel able to get herself right out of this predicament. And a big time drop kick there to Becky Lynch. Pinfall opportunity here. Strong kick out there, and Raquel can't believe it. She thought that should have been it. But obviously when you're facing the man, it's going to take a lot more to put her away. And now Raquel, oh, we've seen this before. She's picked up massive wins, and even the SmackDown Women's Championship in the day. Is this going to be it? 2. No, Becky Lynch kicks out at 2.5. And this crowd is absolutely on fire, saying tag team wrestling, and they are absolutely right. This has been a hell of a tag team matchup, especially for this women's tag team championships. This is the opportunity Raquel and Liv Morgan need to do. Make it a 2-on-1 matchup right now with Asuka down and out at the moment. Let's see what Raquel and Liv Morgan may start to heat up here. Off the rope, Becky Lynch goes, double shoulder tackle. Takes down Becky Lynch, and now Liv gonna look to go to work here on Becky. But look at Becky Lynch. Uh-oh. Going for the manhandle. Slam. Down goes Liv Morgan. Is that going to be enough to retain? Raquel saves the day once again. And the matchup continues in your main event. And Becky Lynch is thinking, what else do I got to do to put away Liv Morgan? Little by little, the frustration definitely has to be brewing. And we'll see how this goes, especially when it comes to Royal Rumble season. Everything becomes more intense. Oh, spinning heel kick right to the ribs. That took down Liv Morgan right away to her one knee. It's a pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? 2. Wait a minute. It is your women's champion, Jade Cargill. What is she doing out here? It just looked like Becky and Asuka were about to retain the championships. All of a sudden, Jade Cargill is here. What is she going to do now? Jade's here at ringside. Asuka just begging her to do something about it. And look at Jade. She's all perfectly fine with this. Liv Morgan right behind Asuka, though. No, drop kick there, right to Asuka now, and now, what the hell, Liv Morgan now, what is she thinking about doing? Oh, what a reverse face plant there, right there from Liv Morgan to Asuka now, and Liv Morgan with a flatliner to Asuka. Becky Lynch and Raquel still down and out at ringside. Is this it? Yes, it is. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are the new undisputed women's tag team champions. What a moment, all due to the help of Jade. Holy cow, what a moment. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez are on top of the women's tag team division due to the help just moments ago from Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill changing up the women's industry one way or another, any way that she seems fit. And she just changed the women's tag team division, and Raquel and Liv now are at There's Jade Cargill, seeing the carcass there of Becky Lynch right back up to her feet now, though. What a match, but it all due to the help of Jade Cargill that there is new women's tag team champions, and Jade Cargill is taking out the competition. She's taking out the challenger Becky Lynch just in a couple weeks' time, literally in just a month's time. It is going to be Jade Cargill and Becky Lynch. In a month's time, it is going to be a matchup of the ages. Oh my goodness, power bombing her right next to the damn announce table. I'm surprised that the damn announce table didn't just damn break. And Jade Cargill, just like that, laying waste to the man Becky Lynch. But for Jade Cargill, she's making sure Becky Lynch and everyone here tonight in Richmond, Virginia know exactly who they are messing with. It's another power bomb. And now what the hell is Jade looking for now? Oh, goodness. Not a kendo stick right to the ribs. Oh, my goodness. Becky Lynch trying to get up to her feet. Certainly not the best feeling in the world to feel. And then a kendo stick finally exploding. This is absolutely horrendous, ladies and gentlemen. And now Becky Lynch just being tossed right off that LED post. And now, what the hell is Jade thinking about doing now? No, another big boot there lays out the former women's tag team champion. Asuka is pissed off. She's incensed. Asuka telling Jade Cargill to get herself back in this ring. Is, wait a minute, that's the women's world champion. What in the hell is Bayley doing here? She's from Monday Night Raw. Bayley taking out Asuka with a brutal takedown there. And now Bayley again. What has gotten into Bayley now? And now Bayley again with a brutal maneuver laying out Asuka. That message that I just sent you, Asuka, was to stay far away from Io Sky and Kairi Sane. If you want to meddle in any of my business, I'll make you pay just like I just did right here, right now. So don't mind me. I'm going to scurry back over to Monday Night Raw. What a way to end SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. And Jade Cargill celebrating, but look at Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, who has been on a hot streak as of late, these last couple months, attacking the women's champion, Jade Cargill, laying her out right in front of us. And now, going to be hitting a riptide to end SmackDown. What a crazy night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Nobody ends the show until I'm ready to end this show. Everyone really thought that Judgment Day was going to fail this past weekend, but we proved you wrong. At the Rumble, Finn Balor is going to become the new Undisputed Champion. Dijak and Dominic are going to win the Tag Team Championships. Priest is going to win the Rumble, and I'm going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. And I will go on to main event WrestleMania. This is the Judgment Day season, and we're giving out seasonal beatings. And just for good old Jade Cargill, your carcass laying right in front of me, your short reign here in WWE comes to an end. Because you better hope, once I win the Rumble, I don't choose you, because I'm gonna make it to the top and take your championship right away from you.